For the last few days, I have been poring through the Kingdom Hearts cutscenes, desperately searching for what Namine has been through. And I have discovered a fascinating story that I wish I had more time to talk about. A story of tragedy, promises, and sacrifice. This is how Namine redeemed herself. After Namine was forced to fry Sora's brain with her weird witch powers, she vowed to fix things, to sacrifice everything, and with Riku's help, bring Sora's memories back. This took her almost a year to complete. The only problem was, she was never free. After being controlled by the organization for her entire life, she was used to being controlled, and that's when Diz stepped in. A long time ago, Diz was a man named Ansem the Wise, a scientist who studied the heart. One day, Xehanort banished him to the Shadow Realm and left him for dead and stole his name. From that point on, he became Diz, Darkness in Zero, a horrible dickhead. He believes, for absolutely no reason at all, that nobodies shouldn't exist. He named them nobodies and told them that they feel nothing and have no hearts. They are empty vessels with no light in them. This is wrong. They are what's left when a Heartless attacks someone. Diz seems to think that they are a byproduct, an anomaly. But Diz is wrong. He is a bigoted asshole, spouting his assumptions as fact. And now that I've realized this, I hate him with every fiber of my being. Namine was trying to fix Sora, but Diz was manipulating her and using Riku for his own insatiable quest for righteous revenge. Riku, Diz, and Namine began hiding out in a secret lab under an old mansion. Namine soon learned that Sora's memories were disorganized. Some memories were in Roxas, some memories were not his, and some were lost. Eventually, she realized that someone else was stealing his memories. Someone very special was being created, an arguably trans robot girl named Xion. She was trying to live her life with her best friend Roxas and her reluctant guardian Axel. But everyone else was calling her an it, seeing her as nothing more than a copy of Sora, literally seeing her face differently, depending on how they speak to her. Namine told Diz that she's trying to fix Sora, but this girl is interfering. Diz didn't give a shit. Who cares if Sora's brain dead? But Namine told him if his memories become her memories, Xion will never survive. But yet again, Diz didn't care. Xion goes through a lot of events in 358, but she eventually starts to remember things. She's confused and jumping between memories. She even has Riku's memories for some reason. Eventually, Riku finds her. Namine thinks she might be able to stop it, but it will take more time to wake Sora up. And Diz wouldn't like that. Also, if she tries to save Xion, no one will remember Sora. All the memories are a jumbled up mess. Riku has to get her. He needs to bring her back and have Namine figure everything out. But surprisingly, he saves her. He explains to her that her memories are stolen, and Sora can't wake up unless the two of them leave right now. Xion asks, "Do you hate me for taking your friend away from you?" And Riku responds with, "No, I'm just sad." She can't leave her home because her friends need her. So Riku tells her that she needs to think about it, and she needs to decide what's best for everyone, not just her. And he lets her go. He gives her time. He gives her a chance. And Diz doesn't like that. Meanwhile, Roxas begins to learn the truth too. And after a bunch of really complicated stuff in 358, Axel fights Xion and brings her back. Xion is so conflicted, fighting with the ideas the organization put in her head, the ideas Diz perpetuated, and she's trying to decide if she should sacrifice herself for the greater good. She eventually decides to run away from the organization and die so that Sora can live, so that he can save everyone and end the organization's horrible reign. Riku told her to go to Twilight Town and see Namine. Namine told Diz that Sora's memories have stopped and he might never wake up. If they don't do something soon, Sora will die. Diz then drills it in more. Nobody shouldn't exist. He's not a good person. Xion and Namine finally meet, and Xion learns that she's a woman because she's made up of all of Sora's memories of Kairi. Xion knows she's going to die, and she knows Roxas isn't ready. So she asks Namine to make a promise, to watch over Roxas while she's gone. And Namine agrees. She promises to watch over Roxas, just like she promised to bring Sora back. Unfortunately, Diz arrives and calls Xion an it, and he blames her for the organization arriving on their doorstep. Axel then comes in and confronts Xion. He doesn't want her to die, but he knows that she needs to go back to being with Sora, but he can't let her do it. He's so conflicted. Everyone thinks they're right. And how do they know this is the only way to save them? They fight, he takes her in, and he says, "Why do you gotta cause me so much trouble?" Eventually, Xion forces Roxas to destroy her. She reveals what everyone else has always seen her as. It's pretty fucking epic. The entire game, you don't know what she looks like under her hood. It's always obscured. And whenever people look at her, they see her as a girl when they care about her, or as an empty husk when they don't. But at the end of the game, it's revealed that she's looked like Sora under the hood the whole time. It's great. You should watch the movie. But after all of this, she's gone. She's back in Sora. Riku sacrifices everything to bring Roxas in, but Diz can't help but spout out more nobophobic rhetoric. Xion is forgotten, erased from all memory, and Roxas is sent to Twilight Town. And if this was a Xion video, that would be the end of the video. But Namine's story isn't over. When Axel discovered the truth about Xion, he also found the truth about Namine, something we still don't know. Did you know there are hidden life pods that if you click on them in the game, reveal that they've been used recently, and they aren't the pods that Donald and Goofy were in? We still don't understand some things after 10 years. There's still hidden references in the games. Very recently, Nomura pointed out in an interview that he has stuff that he still hasn't revealed, that he has hidden things in the story that have been there for years. Later, Namine has a promise to keep, and with her usual J-horror style, she enters Roxas's dreams. She watches him sleep. She stops time and says hi, tells him to use the Keyblade and save everyone. And then, when Roxas is about to drown in darkness, she pulls him into the light, and she tries to warn him, to explain who he is. But Riku stops her. He thinks that Roxas shouldn't know that he's going to die. Diz then reveals that Namine hacked into the data world and tried to warn Roxas. She's getting beyond his control, and he doesn't like that. Diz eventually reveals to Riku that he is going to dispose of Namine when she's done helping them. He has never cared about her, and he has never cared about nobodies. He really is the villain. A few days later, Namine tries to warn Roxas again, but Diz stops her again. He then says nobodies don't deserve to exist, and as Riku and Diz try to escape, Namine enters back into the digital world and tries to warn Roxas again. But now, Diz silences and takes her away. After Roxas does one of the greatest fights in Kingdom Hearts history, he fights his way to Sora, and Diz says that he is a servant of the world, and Roxas is a tool. Roxas tries to fight him, but Diz is just mocking him. Namine and Riku are trying to right the wrongs of the past, but Diz is ruining everything. He tells everyone, every single nobody, that they aren't supposed to exist, and he even enjoys taunting them. I hate Diz. He even says at one point that he wants Roxas to share his hate with Sora. Diz is an asshole. Riku was supposed to kill Axel and Namine, but he lets them go because he's the best guy ever. At this point, Namine leaves with Axel. Axel kidnaps Kairi. Riku watches over his friends. And for most of Kingdom Hearts 2, Namine just kinda disappears. There's so much mystery around her. She's gone for like 500 scenes. And when we see Axel again, she's not with him. But then later we see her and she's coming through a dark portal. How did that happen? I'm telling you, Nomura has something planned for her. I can feel it. Anyway, Namine saves Kairi from Princess Jail, and they merge into one. Ansem, Diz, he blows up, revealing that he is in fact a dickhead. Riku turns back to normal, Sora saves the day, and Namine merges with Kairi. Roxas and Namine talk to each other again, and they both accept being part of Sora and Kairi. Interestingly, Originally, this was supposed to be the end of their story, but because people loved them so much, Namine got to come back in Kingdom Hearts 3 and save the entire universe, and Roxas, and Xion got to finish their entire stories. But that's a story for a different day. Ultimately, Namine kept all of her promises. She promised to wake Sora up, she promised to watch over Roxas, and she promised that the two of them would see each other again. Namine was dealt a terrible hand, but she still managed to do what was right. Diz may have tried to stop her at every turn, but she saved everyone. One day I might come back and talk about how she saved the universe and she was Data Sora's therapist, but that's a story for another video. Anyway, I'm Aloney the Bard, and Namine is still a mystery. Thanks for watching. Bye. Whew, man, I hope you liked that one. I've been really busy in my personal life, and I don't think I had enough time to really make this video as good as I wanted to. But I'm really excited for the next few weeks. I'm still not sure what I'm gonna do in October, but I do know in 19 days I'm streaming. I'm actually kind of nervous about it. I've been on a really long break from streaming, and I hope that this experimental show I'm about to do works out. Anyway, if you like this video, here's a random one YouTube thinks you would like, and here's one I think you would like that probably contradicts everything I just said because it was made a while ago. Anyway, see you loners later. Bye.